Thank you, and go right ahead.
Thank you.
You got that ain't misbehaving hairstyle. I like that.
Look, okay, I just had to get a hairstyle where I don't have to do anything. Just wake up and go.
Look, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving
Thank you. Well, I am loving Jingle Jangle. And one of the first things that I really wanted to ask you is not only am I excited to have another Black family film for the holidays, but I really love the use of the puppetry and having Black people shown in that way for the transitions as we kind of go through lapses of time. And I really wanted to ask you, David, what was your intention behind using that?
Well, all the classic films have some sort of storytelling element. They're either a pop-up book or they will have animation or some form. So in this classic tale, I wanted to have some mixed media and play around with that. And I hadn't seen people of color presented in that world before ever. And thankfully, Frame Store, brilliant company behind so much of the animation from the big movies, they came in, we rolled up our sleeves and we got something special.
No, that was really awesome. I was like, oh my goodness, this just gave me my entire life because we don't get to see ourselves like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Forrest, what I really wanted to ask you is, you're an opera singer before, and it's always nice to see you when you sing in films. I really wanted to ask you, do you feel more comfortable in films where you're able to, flex your singing voice, or do you feel more comfortable just in the films where you're just sticking to the craft of acting?
I mean, mostly I'm acting. I don't really get a chance to do musicals and stuff. And this one was really special. It's like a very special story, and allowed me to like break into song while doing the thing like a true musical. And that was like something that was really exciting to do. I think I'm known for doing dramatic films and stuff, and that's like kind of like my keepsake place. But I'm excited to maybe do more of these, particularly with David. I think that would be great,
Yeah, I'm here for it. Please give us more. I wanted to ask both of you, there's so many things that you can take away from this film, not only for children, but also too for adults, and particularly in the theme of believing in yourself. And sometimes when you lose your passion or you lose the belief in following your dreams. And I wanted to ask both of you respectively in your careers, or you can speak personally, have you ever had a moment where you've really lost the belief in following your passion or your craft? And what did you do to really get yourself out of that hole? And David, we can start with you.
Yeah, many times. I mean, it's a crazy business, as we know, and there's ebbs and flows and and highs and lows. But it's been my wife, who's my life partner, who's always there to remind me of who I am, remind me of why I chose to do this in the first place, remind me of the gift, and she has been that one. So the film is very personal. It's very personal because I don't know if there's anyone who hasn't experienced what Veronica's Jangle has experienced or has thought about, maybe putting it aside. And, this is a metaphor because this film was sitting in my hard drive for 20 years, just like the Buddy 3000 was sitting up in Veronica's workshop for 30 years. And I just had to believe in it again, like the character had to believe in the robot again, and it would work. And here we are.
There's been periods for years where I was like, I lost my verve. I didn't believe in my work. I couldn't be challenged. I would try to, I went and did play on Broadway to like challenge myself and try to like push myself into that unknown place where I can continue to grow and stuff. And I don't really know if I have a North Star as to how to fix it. I was just kind of wandering along. And I think this film right here gave me a lot of joy. And was a new challenge and a new thing to do with the filmmaker who was like full of like pushing and stuff. And I think that was a great thing because there's been like a long period of time where I would continue to work. I did not work, but I wasn't experiencing like the joy and the challenge that I wanted to experience. And this one did it.
Yeah, and I mean, another big theme in this is really not rushing the journey. And I really wanted to ask you, both of you, in your careers, there's so many things that you want to do, so many ideas. How do you make sure that you seek the right opportunities at the right time and not try to accelerate before you really learn your lessons in whatever trial that you're supposed to go through? And David, we can start with you.
Well, what I learned with this film and having to really post it, finish it in during a pandemic is I found the momentum in stillness. And you always think that you have to be running and running and running and running and moving to get somewhere, but sometimes standing still, you get farther than you would running. And that's what I rediscovered. And with the film that may have taken 23 years, well, here we are. And so it reminds me that things come when they're supposed to come, and you can't rush it, wait for the right time.
I think you have patience, and then recognizing, if you can, like telling yourself that the light will come, that you'll be able to see it. Just keep moving forward, keep trying to move forward and progress, and then it'll happen. That moment of light will open, and then once that's opened, you'll know the direction that things should go.
Thank you both so much. Thank you for your words of wisdom. I really do appreciate it. And I appreciate both of you for this project. It means more to me than you'll know. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Love the hair. Come on, finger rolls. Come on, finger rolls.
Thank you.
Blessings to you, sis.
Have a great day. Blessings.
Sharonda.
Bye.
Bye.